Congratulations, please come up and accept the 2008 LiveStrong Challenge Boston Business Award.
Just so you know, I'm from Minnesota, not Austin. It's snowing up there right now. So, there's 4 groups of people that really helped me accomplish this. But first, I think I should tell you a little bit about my mom's reoccurrence with cancer. Happened about 3 years ago. And at that time, I weighed 300 pounds. So, we decided together to take this fight on. And she's fighting cancer and continues to fight every day. In fact, she's a pretty tough cookie, which I'll tell you about in a second. But, you know, I had to lose a few pounds because, you know, if you ride these 100 miles, it's not easy doing it at 300 pounds, believe me. I had to have a special bike made just to get started. But really, my motivation came from wanting to achieve the same kind of fight that you have to with cancer, and you know, by no means is riding 100 miles really that tough in the whole scheme of it. But I did have to get in shape, so I lost 80 pounds in less than a year. And my mom, in her fight, who takes intravenous chemo every week through her port and her shoulder, plays golf every day the day after. So there's no way I'm going to ever measure up to that by just riding 100 miles. But I do have some inspiration. I brought a friend with me today, Dave Barr, who's on my cycling team called POS, and it doesn't stand for point of sale. And we ride every Tuesday night in the dark with lights, and I call them the skinny guys because they're the skinny guys, believe me, they look kind of like him. And they're short like he is too. Who's one of the larger people who do tours in Italy and France. And one phone call, a guy by the name of Joe, who I think is here tonight, said, sure, we'll donate a $5,000 trip to Italy and the Dolomites for you if you can promote it a little bit for us. So I had another guy from fatcyclist.com who helped me promote it on the web. And we had donors all the way from South Africa. In fact, the guy who won the trip was an electrical engineer from South Africa, who only donated $25. And I had some folks, 4 folks actually, who I didn't even know, who donated as much as $500. So it was quite an inspiration to get the messages and emails. And if you see me tomorrow, you'll see my entire back has got about 100 names on it of people that they honored. So thanks to Cyclism and the folks at fatcyclist.com, Eldon, who if you read about his blog, you'll see that his wife is also fighting a battle with cancer today, and she's having a tough time of it right now. So my thoughts go out to Eldon and his wife, Susan, Win Susan. So the last thing is, I'm talking to Joe at Cyclism today, and you know, I promised him I'd buy a trip to follow the tour, follow the Giro. So when I was riding with Lance earlier, I said, hey, you know, which one are you going to win? Because I want to go to the one you're going to win. So he did the same thing this morning. He kind of shrugged at me, kind of like the French do when you're at a French restaurant in Paris.
For those of you who don't know, if you win the Tour of Italy, you get obviously if you win the Tour de France, you get a yellow jersey. If you win the Tour of Italy, you get a pink jersey. So look at Brad's shirt. I don't know what he's trying to say.
Maybe I'm going to have to go both. Maybe you could win both. tribute to my mother, because this is the reason that I'm here. She's my inspiration. She when she first fought cancer when I was 21 years old, she ran a marathon 9 months after she was diagnosed. She's a tough lady. She helicopter skis. She's 66 years old and still plays golf 4 days a week. So my mother is my inspiration, and me riding 100 miles or doing whatever it takes to prepare for these is nothing. And frankly, even getting 450 folks to raise $21,000 is really not that big of a deal in the whole scheme of things. So for all of you who are fighting cancer, you guys are the ones that we're fighting for, and you're the inspiration to all of us who are raising this money. So I want to thank every one of you, and win Diane, win Susan, and live strong. Thank you.
Okay, we now have our overall Challenge Series Individual Messenger Award. Like Brad, Mike Levin raised a lot of money, $55,938 from a lot of people, 1,432 individual donors. It appears that if you want to reach a lot of people, one way to do this is to be friends with the Fat Cyclist. Don't ask me, Mike will have to tell you all about it. In 2005, Mike lost both his dad and his stepmother to cancer, but he rides and raises funds in their memory. Congratulations, Mike Levin, and thank you for all your tremendous work. Please come up and accept this award. Let's give him a big hand.
I did the San Jose Challenge this year. Anybody in here do San Jose? On behalf of all my friends out here, I just have a comment. Metcalf Hill, are you kidding me? I'm still hurting from that one.
I didn't do it.
About 6 years ago, I got started doing cycling events to raise money for charity because, like every good idea that I've ever had, my wife told me to do it. My wife is here with me tonight. She'll tell you that's true. In 2005, I lost my parents to cancer and decided that the fight was going to get personal. And so each year, I've dedicated some time to trying to raise money for the Lance Armstrong Foundation to try to do the most good that I can do. Each year, raising a little bit more money, and this year, the week before the San Jose Challenge, reaching out to my friends at fatcyclist.com, and within 1 week, getting 1,000 people to donate to the site. We raised over $55,000 this year. I know there's quite a few fat cyclists in the crowd tonight. So on behalf of us all, I'd like to present Lance with the official Win Susan Fat Cyclist jersey for 2009. The point of the Messenger Award is to reach as many people as possible. Each one of us in here can do the same thing. And I challenge you all to go out tonight from here and do the most good that you can by reaching the most people to help us in this fight, to fight cancer and help save lives. Thank you very much. Live strong.